And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
So back to DJ Augustin. It's the middle of last year, and he and Jennings are practically splitting time at the point. Then Jennings goes down with an Achilles injury, and it looks like Augustin will take over full-time duty. Nope, the Pistons trade Augustin to Oklahoma City for Reggie Jackson.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Memphis. Green comes in for JaMychal Green. Oklahoma City moving it around. Screen by Ibaka. It's Westbrook with the drive, and he jams it with authority.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
You know, one thing about the Augustin Jackson trade last year, it didn't help either the Thunder or the Pistons make the playoffs. It's just so hard to integrate a new player into your system that far into the season, especially when that player is a point guard. So a wild ride for Augustin.
Chalmers against Westbrook. Dishes it to Barnes. Picked him clean. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here's Westbrook. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Boston.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
What a game we've seen here for Enes Kanter. He has 8 points and also a block shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Some changes for Memphis. Allen's checked in for Lee, and it's Conley in for Mario Chalmers. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Here's Conley. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
Allen against Waiters. Kicks it to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Tries to snap the cold streak. Here's Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got 5 now.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And Allen slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it too, Greg, is he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. The strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Back to Conley. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Clark, thinking back to when Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant star, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007. A slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared. but he stayed the course, and now he's their franchise point guard.
You know, you think back, the Grizzlies contemplated trading Mike Conley early on in his career, and I tell you what, aren't they glad that cooler heads prevailed? I mean, his rise has helped propel them to one of the top teams in the Western Conference.
Here's Ibaka, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Mike Conley may be the best player in the NBA never to make an all-star team. I really feel like it's unfair to call him underrated now, because if you go around our league, all teams respect what he's been able to do in Memphis.
And he makes the first. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Conley kicks to Gasol. High post shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the basket by Morrow.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Allen against Westbrook. Cantor with a screen on Allen. And Westbrook, here we go. The offensive rebound, rejected by Randolph. Raiders on the wing, covered by Conley. Some solid defense from Randolph.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done. Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
And the Grizzlies, guys, a powerful post-play team. Mike Conley, though, is still the straw that stirs the drink. I mean, he may be the most underrated point guard in our league. His quickness and ability to penetrate the lane brings a great balance to their offense.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Memphis. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Durant's checked in for Anthony Morrow. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Here's Randolph, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Got a piece of it, but they get it back. Back to Durant, outside Westbrook. Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook, and Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation, if there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Green, he's checked in for Green, and it's Jordan Adams in for Tony Allen. And Durant gets it to go. And Conley at 6'1", about 175. Pretty slight frame, but Clark, he doesn't get pushed around.
Well, he embraces the team's tough defensive style. He gets into you, racks up steals, and he's really a committed defender.
Green kicks to Conley. Here's Adams. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Carter on the wing. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Thunder leading by 3. Augustine in the corner. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Adams, right side. Feeds it to Randolph. And it's Conley penetrating 11 feet away. That's short off the rim. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Some changes for Memphis. White comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. Here's Augustine. 5 points in the game. The dish now to Durant. That's tipped. Here is Carter. And Adams kicks to Green. Passes it to Wright. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Outside Durant. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Adams. .111 left to play in the first half. And here is Chalmers. Wright sets a screen, and Chalmers kicks to Carter. Wright outside. Back to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Rejected by Collison. Augustine against Chalmers. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Barnes is checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 4.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Courtney Lee is on the wing. Pass to Wright. And it's good off the glass. Wright's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And Augustine kicks to Collison. Here's the screen. Outside Durant. For 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Thunder lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Enes Kanter had no problems getting going. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been
That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going again.